Hey guys, welcome to Black and White Politics. My name is Donovan Jackson, and this is my first segment, y'all, but I'm happy to be here today. But I want to talk to y'all about something that's really been bothering me lately. And that is Republican lies.
A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats.
No, not that lie.
You look at Aurora in Colorado, they are taking over the towns, they're taking over buildings, they're going in violently. These are the people that she and Biden led into our country.
No, not even that lie.
Because under Roe v. Wade, you could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th month, and probably after birth.
All right, we get it. He told a lot of lies in that debate. But what can you expect from a man that told over 30,000 documented lies his first term in office? But see, here's where the problem resides, okay? It's not just Trump telling all of these lies. It's the Republican Party in total. They've went along with Trump in this fantasy delusional land full of non-facts, misinformation, and it's bringing a lot of devastation to this country because people don't know where to find accurate information. And unless you've been living under a rock lately, you've seen that California is literally burning, all right? They've had over 10,000 structures destroyed. That's homes and businesses. They've had countless people have to flee and evacuate their homes at risk of them burning down or getting caught up in the fire. And there's also been over 25 confirmed deaths at this point. And whenever these type of natural disasters hit and these tragedies happen, we need people to be able to find accurate information so that they know what's actually going on. But instead, the Republicans are pushing this misinformation, disinformation. They're just making up lies. And it really is concerning to me because they're doing this about a bunch of different stuff lately. It's not just this one incident. You remember the Hurricane Helene? We'll get to that later on in the video. But they've been telling so many lies about things. Let's go and check out some of the lies they've been telling about these fires. So luckily for us, California has already made a little website where they've already fact-check some of these claims that are going around conservative circles, this misinformation I was just talking about. So this website addresses about 15 different lies, but we're going to go through maybe 4 of them, some of the bigger ones. So one of the first lies, California cut firefighting budgets. But you want to know what the truth is? The number of CAL FIRE personnel has nearly doubled since 2019, from 5,800 to 10,700. And the budget has been increased from $2 billion to almost $4 billion. But here you have Fox News on a tweet saying that the budget was cut by $100 million months before the California fire. Interesting, right? Let's go to the next lie. These wildfires are caused by California's mismanagement of forest lands. But here's the truth to that. So the budget for managing the forest is now 10 times larger than when Newsom took office. It had an annual budget of around $200 million in 2018, but they've now invested over $2 billion in addition to that $200 million annually. And they've also ramped up their work in the forest. So they've treated over 700,000 acres of wildfire for resilience in 2023. And they've also had more than double the controlled burns between 2021 to 2023. So let's go to some more down here. Here's one from Libs of TikTok, who is known for telling the truth. Yeah. So this lie says California ran out of water and the reservoirs are empty. But guys, no, that's just not true whatsoever. Because the regional water reservoirs in Southern California are at historic highs. And the hydrants ran dry during recent firefighting because the city's infrastructure isn't built to handle fire of this type of magnitude. And plus I read about like the pressure being lowered too because so many places were trying to pull the water. A change in Northern California's water management would not have impacted the fire response. And people have pulled clips from 2018 and 2019 from Trump to say like, oh, Newsom should have listened to Trump. But PolitiFact, experts told PolitiFact that some of these fires began in shrubland that forest management wouldn't have even impacted. It wouldn't have even impacted it. And here's the last lie I want to go over. So this is from Dinesh D'Souza. Spoiler alert, he's also a criminal whom Trump pardoned. So he says that 60 fire trucks from the state of Oregon are being held up in Sacramento for emissions testing. Here's the truth to that. So these out-of-state fire trucks are coming in and they're just making sure they're doing safety and equipment inspections so that way whenever those fire trucks actually go out, they're not hindering the response. Because if you send equipment out there that might break down, now not only do you have to try and get that equipment back, but you got to take in the personnel from that equipment. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the type of lies that people push, the type of misinformation. So this is that alternate reality I was talking about Trump is bringing all Republicans into, because none of this stuff is true. Yet they're going to pretend that it is true. Why? I don't know. And I just hit my mic. I don't know. Okay. But of course, with California facing all of this devastation, we can count on Republicans to want to help them rebuild, right?
I think we've got to have a serious conversation about that. Obviously, there's been water resource mismanagement, forest management mistakes, all sorts of problems. And it does come down to leadership. And it appears to us that state and local leaders were derelict in their duty in many respects. So that's something that has to be factored in. I think there should probably be conditions on that aid. That's my personal view. We'll see what the consensus is. I haven't had a chance to socialize that with any of the members over the weekend because we've all been very busy, but it'll be part of the discussion for sure.
Oh. So there's conditions on that. What do you even mean by that, though, sir? Are you telling us we're going to have to go bend the knee? We're going to have to go kiss the ring? Maybe even suck a little bit on the mushroom tip? If you know, you know. But look, guys, I get it. The House has 435 members, right? That was just the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. What kind of power does he have, you know? But in the House, you have a lot of different budding ideologies going head to head. People do get feisty and spicy in there, okay? But in the Senate, there's only 100 members. So obviously they're going to be more calm, cool, and rational, and they're going to come to California's aid, right?
They're just overwhelmed by these inner city woke policies with the people that vote for them. And I don't mind sending them some money, but unless they show that they're going to change their ways and get back to building dams and storing water, doing the maintenance with the brush and the trees and everything that everybody else does in the country, and they refuse to do it, they don't deserve anything, to be honest with you, unless they show us they're going to make some changes, Chris.
Ooh. That was Senator Tommy Tuberville from Alabama. He didn't seem so willing to help. California, you might be in some trouble. So look, while California is going through this terrible disaster, all of us want to know, what is it that caused this fire? What is it that caused it? And I think conservatives have their finger on the pulse of exactly what started these fires.
So who else is running things? This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the leadership of the LA Fire Department. I sure hope they know what they're doing.
It was the woke. It was the DEI. And he didn't say it in this clip, but they also say it's the lesbians. See, we knew y'all weren't just scissoring in those woods, okay? But you guys, I decided to do some investigating of my own, okay? I wanted to see exactly what is going on here. What is the leadership in California? Who are these people? And I think we found out. So I went on to the Los Angeles Fire Department website using this thing called Google. It's a search engine where if you put down what you want to look up, it'll take you right to it. I know that the media won't tell you about it, but it's so easy to do. So here we go. We're going to look at the firefighter leadership for Los Angeles. Oh! A woman! When she's the top G, she's number one. Let's go down the rest of the list. Man, woman. Two women. Man, woman number 3. So as you can tell, of course, everything here was caused by woke DEI lesbians who make up 1/4 of the Los Angeles Fire Department leadership. But if you listen to Fox News, you would have thought that pretty much the whole leadership was just those 3 women. And in fact, why do they even have to bring up what their sexual preference is? I'm not sure how that impacts their job whatsoever. But apparently to conservatives, that is extremely important to know. And as I just showed you guys earlier, where the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, a Republican, and also Senator Tommy Tuberville of Alabama, a Republican, said that they want conditions on aid. They want all of these things done in order for California to be helped. And you know, we have parallels. We can compare how Democrats respond to natural disasters and how Republicans respond to natural disasters. So let's go look at some of the response to Hurricane Helene. But first, I want to start off with another Republican lie during that crisis. And let's see how Democrats responded to that.
The governor's doing a very good job. He's having a hard time getting the president on the phone. I guess they're not being responsive. The federal government is not being responsive, but they're having a very hard time getting the president on the phone. He won't get on, and of course the vice president, she's out someplace campaigning, looking for money.
So that was Donald Trump falsely claiming that Biden wasn't trying to help people after Hurricane Helene. But then we have footage from the Georgia governor himself saying that Biden did call him.
So I just spoke, the president just called me yesterday afternoon. I missed him and called him right back. And he just said, hey, what do you need? And I told him, you know, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, which I appreciate that. But we've had FEMA embedded with us since, you know, a day or two before the storm hit. And
so as you can see, Republican governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, said that Biden was doing everything possible. He said Biden told him, whatever you need, you can have it. Because that's what a true president does. That's what a patriot does who loves their country. They try and help people regardless of if they vote for you or not. Regardless if it's a, you know, if you're a Democrat, regardless if it's a Republican state. And that should be the same if we have a Republican president. They should help out a state regardless if it's a majority Democrat voting state. And in fact, this is a little funny. I want to post or show you Biden's response to Trump's lies.
Trump has accused both of you of ignoring the disaster.
He is lying. Let me get this straight. He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying. The governor told me he was lying. I've spoken to the governor, spent time with him, and he told me he's lying. I don't know why he does this. And the reason I get so angry about it, I don't care about what he says about me, but I care what he communicates to the people that are in need. He implies that we're not doing everything possible. We are. And you spoke to the governor, I assume you heard the Republican governor of Georgia talk about that he was on the phone with me more than once. So that's simply not true, and it's irresponsible.
Just like President Biden said, it's irresponsible to be telling all of these lies. And yet under Trump, that seems to be all that Republicans do now is lie. They don't want to help Democrats when they need help from these natural disasters. But they expect it when a Democrat is in office. But they want conditions added on to their help. And it's just irresponsible to be making up all these lies when people's lives are literally at stake. But you know what, guys? That's all the time we got for today. That's all the news we gonna cover, okay? So hopefully we'll be back again. And I want y'all to stay safe out there and be easy, y'all. All right? Peace.